Good morning, sis.
Good morning.
And good morning, family. Good morning, Jesus.
Can you spot him?
Yes.
Where is he?
I spied Jesus. Yeah. Lesson 94. Do you care to read today, sis?
Not really. I'm just being honest.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you mind?
No, not at all. Lesson 94. I am as God created me.
Could you repeat that one more time? I need to hear it.
Yeah. I am as God created me. Today we continue with the one idea which brings complete salvation, the one statement which makes all forms of temptation powerless, the one thought which renders the ego silent and entirely undone. Wow. You are as God created you. The sounds of this world are still. The sights of this world disappear. And all the thoughts that this world ever held are wiped away forever by this one idea. Here is salvation accomplished. Here is sanity restored. True light is strength, and strength is sinlessness. If you remain as God created you, you must be strong, and light must be in you. He who ensured your sinlessness must be your guarantee of strength and light as well. You are as God created you. Darkness cannot obscure the glory of the Son of God. You stand in light, strong in the sinlessness in which you were created, and in which you will remain throughout eternity.
Can we stop there, sis?
Yes.
So, in the illusion of time, it would be around about probably a week ago that I was awoken by a voice in my mind. And the voice said something absolutely profound. The words may mean nothing on their own, but the impact of where the words were pointing to meant everything. Yeah. And so it's become my mantra, like moment to moment to moment, especially when I'm tempted.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I was told. Can I share it here? Yeah. Which goes beautifully with this lesson. Yeah. So I accept myself, meaning the holy self, not mythical me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I accept myself as only God created me.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? That means that in every moment that I go from my head to my heart, and I accept that statement, not just intellectually, but experientially as well. I accept my holy self, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only as God created me. Only means that I accept myself exclusively as God created me. That immediately makes a positive separation in my mind between the ego self and the Christ, or as the holy self, as God created me. Yeah. It's not a little bit of ego and a little bit of holy self,
Yes. Yes.
because we don't get anywhere with that. We have to make that positive separation. So that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. And it seems to be working.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, because as we read that I am as God created me, there's part of us that's so willing to accept, yeah, but we're also in the back door believing that, but I'm also this and this and that. And so I love what you received about, I accept myself only as God created me. That's the exclusively, only the truth is true and nothing but the truth is true.
And that's right. And that includes accepting myself
Mm-hmm.
as 100% innocent. That's crucial. Sinlessness. I've got to accept myself as sinless. Why? Because there is no sin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And in this sentence, true light, which is what? Revelation, the mind of God, is strength.
Understanding. Yes.
Yes.
True understanding can only be seen in innocence.
Mm-hmm. Yes. True light or understanding is strength, and strength is sinlessness or innocence. So in our understanding and acceptance of our innocence, we have the strength and the mind of God. It's, forward or backwards, it's all one. But to know our sinlessness is the strength of God, power of God, is true light, the mind of God. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And we anchor that as we share that innocence.
That's right.
That changeless, incorruptible innocence. It's got to be across the board.
Yes.
Because if it's not, right? If we're excluding someone from the past, someone present, then, we're excluding ourselves.
Right. Yeah, you can't accept it piecemeal. And that's really so up for people here in the United States, especially, but across the world, it's like if we have one exception, we've excluded ourselves. The sun is one, which is what we're coming to in these lessons. Thank you.
Thank you.
For really anchoring that. You stand in light, strong in the sinlessness in which you were created and in which you will remain throughout eternity. Paragraph 3. Today, we will again devote the first 5 minutes of each waking hour to the attempt to feel the truth in you. Begin these times of searching with these words. I am as God created me. I am his son eternally. Now try to reach the Son of God in you. This is the self which never sinned, nor made an image to replace reality. This is the self which never left its home in God to walk the world uncertainly. This is the self which knows no fear, nor could conceive of loss or suffering or death. Nothing is required of you to reach this goal except to lay all idols and self-images, small self-images aside. Go past the long list of attributes, both good and bad, you have ascribed to yourself, and wait in silent expectancy for the truth. Right, because the truth is true and the truth is here now, right? Yeah. So in the laying aside of all idols and the self-made image of the mythical me and everything in the gap, good and bad, that you have ascribed to that mythical me, that's forgiveness. And now wait in silence for our right mind, right? For the truth that it will come without when the blocks are removed. God has himself promised it will be revealed to all who ask for it. You are asking now. You cannot fail because he cannot fail. If you do not meet the requirement of practicing for the first 5 minutes of every hour, at least remind yourself hourly, I am as God created me. I am his son eternally. Tell yourself frequently today that you are as God created you. And be sure to respond to anyone who seems to irritate you with these words. You are as God created you. You are his son eternally. Make every effort to do the hourly exercises today. Each one you do will be a giant stride toward your release and a milestone in learning the thought system which this course sets forth.
I am as God created me. If I am as God created me, I cannot be anything else. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Thank
decision.
you.
Who is your father? Who is your creator? But be sure to set your reminders. I hope you have perhaps downloaded or installed one onto your smartphone or tablet so that you can stay with this. That's a huge statement by Jesus. Each time you do a practice period, you will make a giant stride towards your release and a milestone in learning this thought system. That's big.
Particularly as you drop from the intellect into the heart.
Yeah.
It doesn't operate along the timeline, linear time. So all we need is just one split second of allowing that in. And that's the holy instant necessary for hundreds of years to be collapsed of the dream of suffering. Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you, everybody. That's
Thank
lesson
you.
94. I am as God created me. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.